Hello, welcome, bem-vindo. Another session with Pilates Peggy. Today I would like to do some more exercises for the back. We learned already that for strengthening the back, of course, we also need to do lots of exercises for the belly to activate that muscle belt that goes from the front to the back. But it is also important to train the back, and also training the back so opening the front goes exactly in this opposite movement that we usually have in daily life. So if we usually daily life closing more to the front because gravity pulls us to the front, the back muscles the whole time try to straighten us up. It costs them a lot the whole day. And the front muscles shorten. So what we want to do, we also want to open the front muscles and give them space so the back muscles more easy can do their work. So this is what we're going to do today. So let's start first warming up. You can do the same in another comfortable sitting position or on a chair or standing, in case the hero's pose is not the best for your knees. So moving exactly into those positions, front and back. And have the idea as if you're pushing with your arms something away. So you're pushing something to the front, and then you're pushing something really to the back. So to the front and to the back. And also really go into that feeling into the back, because usually what's here behind us, we have little feeling of our back. So in the moment you can't see your arms anymore, keep that feeling of pushing something back, or if you're trying to squeeze something together between the hands and to the front. So you feel how your thoracic spine, how your chest starts to move. You also can check already, okay, when do you naturally inhale and when do you exhale? And as it's maybe the first movement, you also can take a little check up, okay, so how is my chest, how is my neck, how is my lower spine, because it's also moving in that exercise. And then go deeper into the movement and also let the head react. So when you're round, you maybe look to your navel. And if it's okay for the neck, when you open, when you push the arms to the back, to also look up to the ceiling. So you feel that the spine can move in both ways. It can round, and it also can open the front. Going two more. And then from here, let's come into our fourth. Moving the legs slightly behind your hip. Bringing the body, the trunk, your pelvis into one line with the knees, so you're into a diagonal. And only try to push the arms to your knees. So they want to move in that direction. Doing that, and then letting go of that. Pushing the arms to the knees, and away. And you might feel that you get some activity into your core, into your frontal wall. And again, pushing the arms to the knees and let go. One more time. And moving the bum to the back. Stretching out. You can move the arms even more front to get more stretch into the whole back. And then moving back front. So what we're going to do now, you're going to keep that pushing of the arms to the knees so your frontal wall gets active. And then you lean slowly front, so the whole muscles in the front and in the chest can widen, can open. So knees walking further back than the hip. shoulders above the wrist. You start to push the hands to the knees. Your core is getting active. And then you move the pelvis down. Keep the activation of the hands, pushing them into the floor and pulling them to the knees. And then get out of the position. Again, pulling the hands to the knees. Feel your frontal wall getting active. And against gravity, you slowly bring the pelvis down. So keep the frontal wall active. It also supports your lower spine. And back. If it's okay for you, you really can go to the maximum and maybe also looking upwards. 2 more. But check that you keep the hands active. So also that is supportive for the back. And 1 more. And then move back. If you want to open the knees, open the knees. And you wiggle the bum to the sides, shake the bum. And then find your way front into laying down, into swings pose. And here find the same activity of your frontal wall. So this you can do by, first of all, moving, pressing the forearms down into the floor. So you actively move yourself out of the floor. You also can pull them slightly to your pelvis. And moving the navel into the body, that means also the tailbone moves to the heels. You're here. And then from here start to roll your shoulders. And I know rolling the shoulders here, if you do that the first time, it might feel like, how can I roll my shoulders here? If it helps, talk to yourself. You know shoulder rolls, they can go front, they can go up to the ears, they can go to the back, the shoulder blades can close together, and the shoulders can move down. Check that you keep your core active, moving the belly as a support for the lower spine into the body. And try to find an equal circle of the shoulders and also the moment of bringing them backwards and opening the chest. And 1 more. And then laying down to the floor. Bringing your hands as a little tactile feedback to your sacrum. Doesn't matter if it's the palms of the hands or the thumbs or maybe the back side of the hands. Whatever makes you help to feel your sacrum. And then give the sacrum a little more direction with the tailbone to the heels. So you also feel how the belly goes slightly upwards. And then from there, lift one leg up and bring it back down. And really stabilize your sacrum position with the direction of the tailbone to the heels. If you're fine and stabilizing into the pelvis, if you feel you're stable, you can bring the arms, cross the hands under your forehead. So the higher you want to reach the leg, the more you have to stabilize into your pelvis. Then let's go one step further. So the leg movement stays the same, stabilizing into the pelvis stays the same, arms diagonal front, head stays down into the floor, one leg reaching up, opposite arm as well, and reaching everything back down. Always opposite arm, opposite leg. And for now, leave the head into the floor. So you have to work more into the flexibility of the chest and into the shoulders to lift the arm up. And take the same precision of moving arm and leg up and also reaching arm and leg back down. So feel also the moment of bringing everything back down against gravity. Are you still stabilizing into the pelvis? Going one more each side. And then shake your bum to the right and to the left. Give it a little break for the back side, so turn onto your back, laying on your back. And from here, bring the pelvis up into bridge position. Let the pelvis just hang into the air, arms wherever it feels comfortable. Take a big inhale here. And with the next exhale, bring the pelvis back down, vertebra by vertebra. And then hug your knees into your chest. If you want, you also can lift the head up, make yourself really small, curve the whole back. And then switch back onto your belly. Coming back into swings position. So you know already the activity of the forearms moving down and slightly pulling into the body. You know the direction of the tailbone and the activity into your center. From here, you lift one arm to the side, and then you reach it even more. You know your, let's say, standing leg. Yeah, normally we have a standing leg, now we have a standing arm. Use the pushing of the arm that is still in the floor, and then open the chest. And going back down. Open one arm to the side, still active in the core, and then open the chest as much as it opens. It also might be a tiny movement. And while you open, feel the combination of moving the chest, opening the chest, but also how the thoracic spine is moving. Yeah, as the thoracic spine and the sternum are connected with the ribs, there's always, I always call it big friendship. Yeah, when one has to move, the other one has to move as well. So how can you send the focus also to the back side of your body, yeah, the part that you cannot see, to help to opening the front. And keep the arm into the floor active. Move yourself out of the floor. Also here you can check, when is this natural for you to inhale? When is it naturally for you to exhale? One more each side. And then just move back onto your heels. You can open the knees again, stretch out. Let the pelvis be even more heavy, dropping down to the heels. Arms where it feels good for you. Also here, if you want to move the bum from the right to the left, feel free to do that. And coming back, laying onto your belly. Okay, so now let's join the movement that we had already together. Now just let's join also with the head. So you're reaching one arm up, the diagonal leg also joining, and then lift the head up as well. How much can you open? There's someone singing outside, not really good. And then switching to the other side, leg, diagonal arm, and reach the head up as well. When you reach the head up, have less the feeling of, you want to shorten your neck. Have more also the idea, all the length that you have between your tailbone on the top of the head. And down. One more each side. And then the next time when you're up with one leg and one arm and the head, join with the second one. And then reach one arm, diagonal leg higher, and then switch. So you're coming into sort of paddle movement. How high can the arms reach? Is your pelvis still stable? Is the tailbone reaching still to the heels? 3 more breaths. Inhaling. And exhaling. Feel your core also supporting. 1 more breath. And then down, shaking the bum from the right to the left. Coming back up into all fours, stretching the bum to the back to the heels. Coming back up into seated position. Yeah, it can be a comfortable position with the legs to the front or onto a chair. And then close your eyes and observe. And check here if you can find a balance of muscle activity between the front side and your back side. So you balance the bones right in that position where none of the sides has to work more. And it's really an idea of balancing. Yeah, you don't have to hold the position upright. There's always little adjustments going on into the body. And how easy is it now for you here to have the spine long in its natural curves? Feeling somehow also the support of gravity around you. And then open your eyes. So I hope it was a little bit easier to sit upright, and also, that you know to get away from that. Usually after a long day, maybe it hurts between the shoulder blades. Get those muscles moving, so they're not stuck in the whole time in that holding position, and also open the front. So the front muscles have to get wide, have to open, so the back muscles don't always have to hold against it. Have a wonderful day. See you next time. Bye.